Listen, before we even get into the story, let's set this straight. In Trinidad and Tobago, we love to boast about being multicultural, inclusive, and independent. But here's a truth no one talks about. No Christian activist could ever walk into a Muslim country, set up shop on national television, and freely challenge the government like this. Not in Saudi Arabia, not in Indonesia, nowhere. And yet, in the Caribbean, Islam has managed to cultivate bold voices like Inshan Ishmael, while Christianity, the faith that literally built schools, hospitals, and the laws of the region, keeps losing ground. It's disturbing. The young people are drifting, Christian parents are shaking their heads, and yet nothing changes. Why? Because too many Christians stay quiet. Too many are afraid to speak out for fear of offending. It's time for a wake-up call. We need more Christian activists. No more double standards. No more silence. Now, before you scroll past, do me a favor. Hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe. Trust me, this is a conversation that every Caribbean household should be having, and you're part of it. Trinidad and Tobago. A well-known media personality of Trinidad and Tobago, Inshan Ishmael, died at the age of 57 after a prolonged battle with cancer. The news of his death was confirmed by his son Zakir Ishmael through social media on Friday. Across Trinidad and Tobago, Ishmael was known for his vocal advocacy on national issues, as well as his contributions towards Islamic media in the Twin Island nation. Here's the thing. Respect where respect is due. He was bold, unafraid, and spoke truth to power. But let's be honest, Trinidad loves to call itself Trinidad. Yet somehow it's the easiest island to influence with foreign ideas. Jamaica? Never overthrown by radical Islam. Barbados? Nope. St. Lucia? Never. But Trinidad? We had an actual Islamic coup attempt in 1990. That's the risk of too many cooks in the kitchen. You say you're multicultural. You say you're open-minded. But if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. The Bible already warned us. If you do not stand firm in your faith, you will not stand at all. Isaiah 7 verse 9. And Trinidad, my people, we are literally showing this every day. Hundreds of mourners turn out to Baraka Ground, Endeavor, Chiguanas, late Friday for the funeral of activist Inshan Ishmael. Ishmael revealed in May that he had been diagnosed with cancer. At that time, he spoke openly about his struggle with this disease and emphasized that his diagnosis was a gift and test from God. He expressed gratitude for the support of his wife, children, friends, neighbors, as well as the medical team. Pause and think about this. Here is a man laying bare his health, his finances, his struggles, and the government's failings, all while maintaining composure and faith. Meanwhile, Christian leaders tiptoe around controversy like it's a carnival trap, worrying more about being liked than being effective. And the young people notice. That's why they drift. That's why Christianity is bleeding youth in the Caribbean. Despite his illness, Ishmael continued to engage with the general public and his supporters through his platform, Breaking Barriers, on IBN TV and social media, usually talking passionately about issues affecting citizens. Yes, even while sick, he kept advocating. Christian voices? Too quiet. And we wonder why Islam is gaining traction here. Boldness gets results. Courage gets attention. And yet, so many Christians are content to sip their coffee, scroll Instagram, and hope everything works out. Newsflash, it doesn't. The reveal made by Ishmael stunned his supporters as he continued to explain that he is battling with urothelial carcinoma, a cancer of the urinary system. Despite surgery, several medical tests showed the disease had already spread to his kidney, iliac region, and spine. In a candid interview with TV6, the local personality detailed the emotional and financial toll of the expensive treatment, which costed him millions, and he also requested to the government to make cancer care a national priority. Let that sink in. Millions spent on treatment, millions more advocating for others, and still he gets headlines for doing what's right. Meanwhile, Christians complain that standing up for policy or faith will rock the boat. Boats sink when they stay still too long, my friends. During the interview, he expressed his gratitude to the team of oncology in Trinidad and Tobago and said that they are an overworked team. However, he said that many individuals in the country who need oncology services cannot afford, due to which they are dying. Saying this, he requested to the Prime Minister and the Health Minister to allow be this a priority and work together in order to get something done. Credit where it's due, he called out injustice. But how many Christian leaders could do the same and survive politically? Hint, very few. And that's the problem. The faith that once shaped this land is being silenced by fear of criticism. His death has left a profound impact on the minds of people across the Twin Island nation. Following his death, social media was flooded with messages of condolences, with agriculture economist Dr. Omardith Maharaj saying, "Our paths crossed many times through shared advocacy, and I remain grateful for how he welcomed my late mother into the Baraka Grounds Eid markets as an entrepreneur and seamstress." He further added that Ishmael understood that despite the differences, everyone in the country strived for the same thing, that is a better Trinidad and Tobago. And there it is, respect, kindness, vision. Rest in peace to Inshan Ishmael. But Caribbean Christians, listen. If Islam can build bold, respected voices in a country where there's still a minority, then why can't we? Why do we continue to let double standards win while our faith loses influence? Trinidad and Guyana are literally at a crossroads. And once the foundation is gone, it's gone. We need Christian activists who are unapologetic, unafraid, and ready to speak truth, even if it ruffles feathers. Enough of the polite silence. Enough of waiting for the right moment. The right moment is now. Stand firm, speak up, and stop losing ground to anyone who's willing to step into the void we've left empty. So here's my call to you. Do we rise as a new generation of unapologetic Christian voices across the Caribbean? Or do we sit and watch the slow erosion of our heritage? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like, subscribe, and share this, because this conversation isn't just important, it's urgent. Thanks for watching.